Today I'm making a twisted tube top. I bought this sewing pattern on Etsy from the seller Paige's Pattern. This is the Magnolia dress pattern, but I've cropped it into a top. The seller also has just the top pattern for sale if you prefer. The fabric for this top is a double brush jersey knit that I bought at Joann Stores. Once the pattern is cut, we have the back piece, the midriff, 2 left bust pieces, and 2 right bust pieces. Starting with the left bust piece, we are going to sandwich the 2 left pieces over the midriff. I'm starting by pinning the front piece right sides facing against the midriff. The back left bust piece is right side facing against the wrong side of the midriff. Sandwiching the bust pieces over the midriff will enclose the seam completely. The midline seam of both bust pieces extend past the midriff. This overhang will allow us to make the twists later. I'm using my serger for the majority of this project, but if you don't have a serger, you can use a regular sewing machine with a zigzag stitch. That's the overhang I was talking about. Once the left bust piece is sewn on, we can repeat the process with the right cut piece, sandwiching them over the midriff and meeting the bust pieces as close as you can to the middle of the midriff. Working with the bust pieces, I did baste them before I took them to the serger to finish off the seams. Working with the left bust cup, we are going to sew the notch. This is done by twisting the fabric so the right sides of the notches are together. To keep this video short and sweet, I'm just showing the sewing on the left bust piece, but you will repeat these steps for the right side as well. With the notch seams sewn and enclosed, we can then sew the top seam line of the bust. This is done the same way by twisting the fabric right sides together. Once both bust pieces have the notches and the top seams sewn and pulled to the front, we can work on the twist. Working with the left front bust piece, we are taking the top prong and meeting that with the bottom prong. To fully enclose the seam, we are pulling the prong pieces out of the left side. There will be 4 layers of fabric we are sewing through, with one prong being sandwiched inside the other. Once the left side is sewn and we pull it to the right side, you'll see we have created a little hole that will help us create the rest of the twist. Working with the right side bust piece, we are going to take the top prong and pull that through the front of the hole on the left side. Once pulled through, we will take the bottom prong and meet that with the top prong. To enclose the seam, we'll pull the prong pieces through the right side of the bust. There will be 4 layers of fabric we are sewing through. With the right side prong pieces sewn together, we can pull it to the front, and there we will have created the twist in the front. Finish up, I've hemmed the top of the back piece with a 1/2 inch seam allowance and finished that seam off with a twin needle on my regular sewing machine. Once the top and back piece is finished, we can put our back and front pieces right sides together, and I'm finishing the side seams with a serger. I've hemmed the bottom of the top with a twin needle at a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Taking the side seam, I am pressing that toward the back of the garment and then tacking it down with a straight stitch on my regular machine and then back stitching. I love the twist in this pattern. Next time I use this pattern, I'm going to be making a twisted bikini top. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more sewing tutorials.